welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the newly horrendous MLB uniforms. Yes, they are really bad if you have not seen them. So we're going to break down who's responsible here, who's the culprit for designing and manufacturing these uniforms, why are the uniforms so different. But before we get into it, please like and subscribe to the video and the channel if you are new, and help us spread the news about the best game on earth. So starting the 2024 MLB season, teams will be using new uniforms, and if you have not seen them leaked online or videos, they look really bad. They look very cheaply made. The fonts are smaller, the MLB logo has shifted, and a lot of people are upset, including myself. MLB uniforms, especially the authentic, they're made, they look so, they don't look cheaply made. And from these photos, they look like a jersey you can buy from China, AliExpress, or DHgate. That's how bad they look. And who is responsible for here? It's MLB and Nike and Fanatics. And that's something that a lot of people didn't know going into this year. Nike has their logo on the uniform, but they have loaned their services to Fanatics. So Fanatics is manufacturing the uniforms. And Fanatics has entered the jersey space with NHL as well. And I know a lot of fans within hockey are not happy about the quality of the uniforms. Now they're moving into the MLB space. And you can see some of that still going on. Whatever happened with NHL, people were not a fan of. And it seems like that same quality and the same cheap looking material is now coming to baseball, and fans aren't happy about that. Especially with baseball, the quality of a jersey means a lot to people. Baseball jerseys are pretty unique and pretty nice, and they are not cheap at all. They are very expensive. And so now Fanatics wants to charge us $150 for a cheaper quality jersey. That's just not going to go over well. And MLB has been on their social media tour talking about how great these uniforms are. Even Rob Manfred just had his start of the year press conference talking about, hey, these uniforms are great. The players love how they feel. And just like anything, fans will get used to it. A very tone-deaf Rob Manfred, like always. Here's the thing, and here's my problem with this. When it comes to the uniforms, as a fan, we don't care about how it looks. We don't care about how it plays and how it feels while you're playing on the field, because we're not playing. As fans, we care about how it looks. We care about the design. We care about what the material looks like. And I'm going to go through a lot of photos here, and they look atrocious. Starting out with this Miles Mikolas jersey. Why is the MLB logo so close to the name? The names look like it's in like a circular pattern. It just looks cheaply made. The numbers look off-centered. And a classic St. Louis Cardinals jersey has been botched completely by Fanatics. Just check out the difference here. On the left is the 2023 uniform, and on the right is this year's. Look at the standard of quality. Look at the name. Why is the font so much smaller on this Jazz Chisholm jersey? And look at where the MLB logo is located. Very low, almost to the top center of the back of the jersey. Check out this Dansby Swanson jersey. On the bottom left here, that is this year's version, and all the jerseys around, that is last year's version. The quality is so visibly different. Look how small the Swanson name is. I mean, and you want to charge me the same price for lesser quality? It's very disappointing here. Let's take a look at the Blue Jays. Here in the photos is this year's version and last year's version. And as you can tell in last year's version, you can visibly see the stitching on that Toronto and Maple Leaf logo. And for this year's, it's screen printed. And let me remind you, this isn't just a standard knockoff jersey. No, these are the uniforms that the players will be wearing. Here's a look at Julio Rodriguez's uniform. And boy, this looks awful. Look how small everything is. Why is the name in that like circular pattern? It makes no sense to me. Just think of a guy's name. Let's say P. Crow Armstrong, who has one of the longest names in baseball. Will that even fit? That's gonna look like the SpongeBob rainbow sign that he made. I mean, I don't understand what we are doing here. And I hate that they moved the MLB logo under the collar. It just looks so cheaply made. And let's look at this next photo here. The side patch on the sleeve, not even stitched anymore. And it used to be stitched. What are we doing? Why are we ruining baseball's uniforms? Let's take a look at some of the players on field wearing these uniforms. And they look just as bad. Look how small Gray's name is, and it doesn't even look centered. I truly don't understand. This looks awful. Whose idea was this? Let's take a look at Justin Verlander's jersey. It definitely looks like Verlander. Look how low that V is. Why? I am very frustrated because they totally downgraded these uniforms, and now it looks way worse on the field. And as a fan, like I mentioned earlier, we care about the design of the uniform. We care about how it looks. I can just pay $30 from DHgate and get me a stitched uniform. I'm highly disappointed in MLB, Nike, and Fanatics for what they have done to the great uniforms that are in baseball. It's sad and disappointing. I don't think I'll get used to it. I don't think anybody will get used to it because I can't see people purchasing just heat press uniforms for $150, $60. That doesn't make any sense. While in the past they've had stitched, you can buy real authentic stitch uniforms, and we're not getting any of that this year. So that is very, very disappointing. Every time I see one of these uniforms, I think back to last year's World Baseball Classic and those horrendous, bland, plain Great Britain jerseys. I feel like that's the road we're going down, and I hate to see that. Thank you for watching the video. If you really enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know down in the comments, what do you make of these uniforms? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Would you buy one? Please let me know.